we can go to work with indexes. Okay, so what is this index and how we can use these indexes in our real life? So basically these indexes are used to improve the performance of our applications. Okay, so performance means, suppose say example, whenever we are going to retrieve the data from the database, sometimes the data is going to retrieve the data as a tool, it is retrieve the data fastly, sometimes it is getting slowly, right? So that respected activity we call it as a performance. Okay, so which is the session or which is the query is going to retrieve the data fastly from the database, the respected query is having the means good performance, the performance is very high. Okay, so here observe this one, say example, very simple example. So why we want to go for indexes means, suppose we have a one book is there. Okay, in that book we have 500 pages, we have 500 pages and we have around 20 topics, we have around 20 topics. So topic 1, topic 2, something like that, but we don't have any topic wise information in our book. Now I want to search a particular topic, suppose say example topic 11. So how we can go to search that respected topic in our 500 pages? So we don't have any information, we don't have any specific index page in our first page. What happened? It is taking long time, each and every page we are going to search it, and finally we reach to the topic 11, right? So in this point of time, if in case we have a one page, the page is giving the information about what is the page is going to specify the topic 1, what is the topic 2 is going to have the page number. So that respected page numbers will be specified to the first page. So what happened? What is the use of that? We don't want to search the respected topic 11 directly from into the 500 pages. First we are going to search into the first page. So the first page clearly tell to us the respected page is having the topic 11. Directly we can visit to the respected page and will be find out the information. So that is the use of index. In the same manner here also, in Oracle point of view also, we have indexes. Both are is going to do to improve the performance of our application. Okay, so here we have several indexes are there: simple index, complex index, and unique index, functional index, and a bitmap index. So here actually these indexes no need to created by us. Most probably the DBA people is worked on these indexes. Because of the DBA people is going to improve the performance of our database. So the people is going to regularly using these indexes. But as a technical people, we want to understand what is the use of these indexes. That is the reason we want to work on this. It is one of the database object, okay, which is used to retrieve the data from the database fastly based on this index only. Okay, and it is used to increase the performance while retrieve the data from the database, and it will make the use of user IDs. At the time of retrieve the data from the database, the machine is going to use the user IDs, and all indexes are stored in all indexes table. Let us we are going to working on several indexes. The first one is simple index. So how we are going to apply this simple index? Observe this one. Whenever we are going to work on index, at the time of creation table, then only we are going to apply the index. After insert the data, we never possible to generate the index on a table. First, at the time of creation table only, we are going to create the index. Okay, let us here observe this one. We have a create table, create index name on table name on specific column. So we are not possible to directly apply the index on all columns. We are going to apply the index on any one of the column, right? So in our book, we are going to apply the index on page numbers. Same like here, we are going to apply the index on specific tables, okay, on specific column. Let us, we are going to working on that. Here, apps, yes. Let us observe this one. First, I want to set the environment. Okay. Now I want to create a table. After that I want to apply the index on table. Let us check it. First I want to create a table, index table. Okay. Table name as number of 5, this name varchar 2 of table is created. Let us now I want to create the index. Okay, first of all I want to create the index. Let us whether it is created or not. Okay, create index name. Okay, whatever index name we want to create it, we can create it. Index, it is a simple index, index underscore simple index. Okay, then on which table? Okay, index table, it is a table. Okay, then which column? Okay, so here I am going to apply on that aspected column. Now index is successfully created. Now we can possibly insert the data. Default system is going to generate the index on this column. Okay, while using making of user IDs. Let us, I will show you one more example. System internally create the index, not externally. It doesn't show us any information. What is the first index number, second index number. Internally system is going to generate the index number. It does not appear in our database. We can't possible to retrieve the data also. Okay, retrieve the indexes. Now I am going to create one more table. Index T1. It is a new table. Again I am giving as number. Table is created. First of all I want to insert the data. Insert into index T1 values. Index into T1 specific values. How many values? 2 values. I inserted one record. Again I want to insert one more record. Edward. So now we have a data in our table, right? In our table we have data. Now I want to create the index in this new table. Okay, let us create index simple index 1. It is the index name on table. What is the table name? Index T1. Okay, on which column? Here also it is created. Let us observe this one. But here we don't have any tool while retrieve the data. For that we want to use both the time also it is going to show us the information, right? But retrieve the, but we don't know how much time it is going to taking while retrieve the data. Okay, so that is the reason in Oracle application I will show you. We have a proper respected command is there, tkproof and trace file. While using that we are going to understand how much time it is taking while retrieve the data. But here we are not possible to understand how much time it is taking. But definitely the variation is there. Because of earlier we don't have any index. Now I am going to create the index. System automatically create the index for each and every record. But we don't know how much time it is taking while retrieve the data from the database. All of you clear? Interview point of view they are asking this question. Okay. First I create a table. After that I insert the data. After insert the 10 to 15 records, I want to create the index. Have you possible to create or not? Definitely we can possible, and the system automatically generate the index numbers. Okay. Next, complex index. Complex index means it is used to create the index on multiple columns. Means whenever we are going to apply the simple index, system is going to retrieve the data with the reference of that first column only. because of the first column is having the index. Whenever we are going to apply the multiple index, means a complex index, system is going to retrieve the data with the help of two columns, means a combination of two columns index, it is going to retrieve the data. Okay, then let us, we are going to check it. We don't have any keyword for complex index. We have a index name, but we are going to create the index on multiple columns. That is nothing but a complex index. Create index, index name, multiple index on table. What is the table? Index. Observe this one, T, index table. Okay, this table is also having the index, right? Let us, which column? S number, S name. I directly create. Suppose say example, again I want to create the same index, another index, index multiple index 1 on index T1. It is another table. Here also in this table we have the data. Okay, obviously we created, but at the time of retrieve the data, system is going to checking using the indexes on both columns, means multiple columns. So whenever we are going to create the index on multiple columns, that index will be called it as a complex index. That is the difference. Next we can go for unique index. Unique index means it is used to create the index on columns which are having unique data. Suppose unique data, which is the column we maintain the unique data, which constraint is going to support it for that? Primary key. Which is the column is having the primary key, that column is possible to maintain the unique data. So for that purpose we can go to maintain the unique index. Okay, say example, I want to create a new table, create table, index T2, okay, index T2, S number is a number of 5, but it is a primary key. This column always should allow the only unique data, it does not allow duplicate data. And S name, table is created. Now I want to insert the data, insert into index T2 values 100 11. It is inserted. Again insert into index T2 values 101 Edward. Okay, suppose now I am going to using index T2 values, again I am using 100 for another person. What happened? It does not allow. Why? Because we have a primary key on this table, right? So in this point of time, so this is the table is allow only unique data. Now I want to maintain index on this table. Okay, then here create. So here let us check it. Now I want to create a unique index in this table. Create unique index, unique index on which table? Index T2. Which column? S number. S number is having the primary key, right? Such column list already indexed. Here this respected column is already using another table, that is the reason it is already indexed. So what we do? So okay, not a problem. Then we want to change the column heading in this table. Okay, alter table index T2, modify, rename I want to rename the column name. Rename column. What is the column name? S number to suppose C number. Modify column. Okay. Column, rename column. Rename column S number to C number. Table is altered. Let us recheck it. Select star from index T2. Successfully it is changed. Now I want to create this unique index. Oh, this column also already indexed. Index name. So here observe this one, very simple. Yeah. Why it is getting the error means whenever we are going to apply the primary key, it is clearly retrieve the means it is allow the unique index. That is the reason system does not allow. Already it is indexed in the way of means internally it is indexed. Why? Because we are apply the primary key. Again we are going to apply the unique index. That is the reason it is not applicable. So let us, we are going to do that. We are going to create this index on another table. So we have a new table T1. In this table we don't have any primary key, right? Then now it is working. Such column also already indexed. 1 second. I want to create a new table. Index T11 S number 4 S name varchar 2 of 10. Now the table is created. Now I want to create the unique index. Create unique index, index name, index, unique index on a new table, index T11, column is S number. Okay. So it is because of here the table doesn't have the primary key. If you are giving the primary key, what is the work of primary key? Primary key also does not allow the any duplicate, means it should maintain the unique data. Again we should maintain the unique index. It does not applicable because of already it is generate the index. Suppose now I want to show you one more index, then you can get the clarity. Create table index T12. Okay, then S number, it is the number of 5. Okay, then S name. So here this particular column I want to apply primary key, means this primary key is going to maintain the unique value, means unique index. Internally it is work like as a unique index. Then next S name. Observe carefully, we don't have any difference in this table and in this table. In this table we have a primary key only. Okay, in this table we are successfully create the unique index, but in this table we cannot possibly create the unique index. Suppose say example, create unique index 1 on index T12. It is a new table. Okay, on which column? S number. That is the reason it does not allow any indexes. Clear all of you? Next we can go for functional index. Functional index. Functional index means we already worked on functions, right? We have several functions, string functions, ltrim, rtrim. These are all are the, we call it as a functions. If you want to maintain the indexes on particular functions, at the time we can go for the functional index. Here observe this one, we don't have any keyword for this functional index. Okay, in this point of time we are going to specify the function and a column name, and which function and which column you want to maintain that. Okay, let us now we are going to work on that. Create table index T13. It is a new table. Okay, and S number, it is a number of 5. S name varchar 2 of 10. Table is created. Now I want to insert the data. Let us, we are going to observe, insert into index T13. Okay, values. Here observe this one, length of unique. The specific length only. Index we want to maintain the 100 John. So it is having 4 characters. Okay, insert into index T13 values 101. Suppose here length. How many characters? 5 characters. Insert into index T13 values 102. Here I am going to maintain J. How many? 3 characters. Again I want to maintain, insert into index T13 values 103. So how many? 6 characters. Let us check it. Index T13. Each and every record we have a different characters. The first record have 4 characters, second is having 5, third is 3, fourth is 6 characters. Now I want to apply the index on this second column and at the time of second column, but here it is having only 4 columns, we have 4 records, each and every record we have different characters. Suppose we have several data, we have lot of records are there, some records is having the 4 characters, some records is having the 5 characters. At the time system is going to generate the functional index. Okay, then here create index name, functional index on which table? Index T13. Then here we can apply the function. Okay, so now I am going to apply the function is length. So here it is going to check the length for every record. Okay, so in this point of time it is generate the index for first 1 character, second 2 characters, third 3 characters, fourth 4 characters. These type of index automatically generated. At the time we want to use this functional index. Means whenever we are going to apply the functions on index, that will be called it as a functional index. Okay. That. Next we are going to work with bitmap index. Bitmap index. So what is the use of this bitmap index? Means it is used to create the bitmap index on columns. So we have bitmap is nothing but it is a separate index. It is not a normal index, it is a bitmap index. It is nothing but a binary format. Okay. So at the time we want to use this bitmap index. Okay. Then here I want to create one more table. Create table index T14 S number, number of file, S name, varchar 2. Right? Now I want to create the bitmap index. Bitmap means it is nothing but it is not a normal index, it is a binary index, means a system index, nothing but. Create bitmap index, index name is index bitmap, yeah, images. If you want to create the images, exactly. Mapping is nothing but images. Suppose, say example, in our table, we have a one table. The table contains the columns. In that column, one of the column is going to store the images, means our snapshots. I want to generate the indexes on images. At the time, we can go to use this index. Okay. Say example, bank accounts, Aadhaar cards, voter cards. They are going to maintain our personal information along with our image. I want to create the index on images. Okay. At the time, we want to use this. Okay. Create bitmap index, index name on index T14, which column? S number. S number is nothing but a image. S number is nothing but a here image. For that images we want to create this bitmap indexes. All of it clear? Okay. So if you want to create the index on data columns, we want to use the simple indexes. If you want to create the indexes on images, we can go for the bitmap indexes. That is the difference. All of you clear? But always we want to use the indexes is used to increase the performance of our applications. Okay, for that only we want to use it. The DBA people most probably worked on these indexes. Already I told you one is we have a one data type which is supported the images. We have a raw, right? Long is supported the long information, means if use information, raw is supported the images. Okay, for that respected column is going to applicable for this index, last index. Clear?